All right, let's look at the homework one, problem number 7. All right, so it's asking, does the equation below, so you have equation here, specify a function with independent variable x? All right, so let's answer that question. All right, so since we want to rewrite this in the form of y equals, so I'm going to just solve this equation for y. Right, so first thing I would do is I'm going to subtract x to the negative 2 power. So that way we have y to the 5th is equal to 22 minus x to the negative 2 power. Right? And I don't like negative power, so I'm going to just rewrite it this way. So 22 is still 22 minus, right? So you have a negative power, so I can write it as a reciprocal. So it's a 1 over x squared, right? Then after that, you solve, so I have to get rid of the 5th power. So I'm going to take the 5th root of both sides. All right, so you have a y is equal to, all right, then you have this a big 5th root of the right hand side, which is 22 minus 1 over x squared. All right, so you can see that since y can be written as a single formula, so every time you plug in an x value, you're going to get a single value back. So this equation actually defines y as a function of x. All right, so let's answer that question. So let's see, select the correct choice. The given equation is a function, right? So it will be part A. Then we have to find its domain, right? So what would be the domain? Right, so you look at this function, and if you have, let's see, this is an odd root, 5th root. Right, 5th root can take any number, even including negative numbers, we wouldn't have a problem. But if it was a square root, then that would be a different story. But in this case, 5th root, so there's no restriction there. But we notice that there is 1 over x squared is part of the formula, and you can see that we cannot have 0 on the denominator. So you can see that this will give you, we have to make sure that the x squared is not equal to 0, right? Which means that take the square root, so you have x cannot be equal to 0, right? So the domain would be all real numbers except for 0. All right, so let's type it in. And let's see, domain is, I'm going to write the interval notation. So we have to eliminate 0. So you have a negative infinity. Let's see, negative infinity, right, to 0, right? Then we're going to skip 0, then go to positive infinity, right? So we got that. All right, let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.